Avid Scholars. Today we have a lesson for 6th grade called Why Make Flashcards. And really, flashcards are just a really great tool for studying and preparing for your tests and quizzes. So it's a little something extra you can do to help prepare yourself for tests and quizzes. And really, this is something extra. This is something you do for yourself to help yourself. So not always, your teachers aren't going to always ask you to make flashcards. This is something you're trying to do to guide yourself and prepare yourself. So here we go. Make sure you have the guided notes for this lesson so you can fill them out as we go. So we're going to talk about recall, and recall is where you can remember information. It's important if you have a lot of facts. I think a lot of us can remember trying to memorize our multiplication tables, or if we're learning another language, memorizing words, or when you were little, all the different colors of the rainbow or different animals. And so it's really important that you use recall so you can remember these facts and things that your teachers are asking of you for tests and quizzes. This happens in the brain. So your brain has to see and hear information multiple times so it can remember it. There's all these little neurons in your brain, and the little neurons, every time you give them a picture or a sound or a word, they kind of have like a little electrical charge. And as they're working together to form a solid remembrance, a solid recall, you have to practice saying that lots of times. So the only way to get your little brain muscle to work and get that active recall muscle going is to space out the studying of the information. So if you create flashcards and every day you study them for a couple of minutes, 2 or 3 minutes a day, that gives your brain multiple times to practice and build that muscle so that when you have that test or quiz, it's going to come back to your brain really quickly. So repetition is the key to the success of active recall. So you need to study your flashcards frequently. You can make a game out of them by practicing with a friend. You can quiz each other. You can shuffle your flashcards so you get a different order every time. Or you can make piles. Here's the words I really know well. I don't need to practice those anymore. Here's the words I don't know so well. And so then you go over those again and again until you have all the cards into the I know this really well pile. There are 2 types of flashcards that you should be using regularly. The first type is a vocabulary flashcard, and what that has is the word and the definition and sometimes a picture that helps you understand. And then the second type of flashcard is a concept or a question card. So that type of flashcard has a question on the front and then the answer to that question on the back. And I want to remind you about concept cards. Don't put too much information. If you have to split it up into different parts and do multiple cards, that's a really great idea. To sum it up, flashcards are a great way to study and to help your brain remember information. You can make flashcards to remember vocabulary words, ideas, concepts, tough questions for upcoming tests and quizzes, even short responses. If your teacher wants you to write a short paragraph and they tell you this is going to be on a test or a quiz, you can also use flashcards for math processes. So make sure that you write all of the steps out on that.